EA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets playing host to the LA Clippers. The Nets able to control the tip. We're underway in Brooklyn. Durant to Irving. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go. Even to Zubac. Swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Durant. To George. Trying to cash in. George with a shot. No good. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Leonard. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. And hits the first free throw. Second and three is good. Knocks down all three at the line. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Here's Leonard for two. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Patrick Beverley pins it.
Ed, that's like work for a guy with his ability.
George lets it fly. Paul George missed his first. That one goes. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Irving. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
And they call it.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Irving to Dinwiddie. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. George. And it's Jordan there for the rebound. To Dinwiddie. Won't go down. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
George. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Irving. To Dinwiddie. Runner here. Won't go down. To Beverley. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
It's Brooklyn's ball. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 2, Torian Prince. Subbing in for number 5, Montrezl Harrell.
George to Williams. Jumper's good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Now down 6. Going to launch beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now the Nets going to take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Dinwiddie into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Screen coming. Fires the 3. His first quarter struggles from deep continue. It's no good. Paul George. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Beyond the arc for 3. Good sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday.
That's the way to do it. George, and he knocks it down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Number 2, Kawhi Leonard.
Nets have it.
Big pick right there.
From long range. Can't connect. Draws the contact. And Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First try, no good. He missed a pair of free throws. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter is complete, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Paul George. Has a look. Paul George, 4 out of 7.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Irving to Durant. Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. To Paul George. Gets it in the left corner. Beverly. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. To Durant. Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Stepping in, number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
Kyrie Irving. He's 3 for 7. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Williams to Beverly. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets. To Irving. Clippers have got it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Strong finish for Paul George. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Oh, big finish at the rim.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Irving to Durant. Runner here, won't go. Swings it. To Durant. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Beverly. For 3. Patrick Beverly is going to get a chance at 3 here. For his career, 76% from the line. Nope, first one does not go. And he hits the second. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. And finishes strong. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Leonard shakes free and hits.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Jay, he's shaking his head. The guilty party. He knows it's better to be lucky than good.
Or he knows it was just a really bad shot that just happened to go in. But sometimes when the basketball heavens drop a gift in your lap, you take it.
Kyrie Irving for 2. Deep. Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Jordan. Clippers have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Beverly into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Scores from the post.
The assist from number 21, Patrick Beverly.
Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
DeAndre Jordan rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is in this. Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Irving cleans it up. Paul George with a piece. And that's going to be out of bounds off of George. Irving to Durant. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. It's LA Clippers ball to George. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
A pass stolen by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Leonard. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. to Paul George. And finishes strong.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Irving with the basketball. Down a bundle. Bad pass there. Clippers have it. Great pass to set it up. Beverly. Hat-trick Beverly. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Durant. Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. And count the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
George. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys down big. To the basket is Durant, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
And the nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
George buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Doc Rivers will play the matchup. He wants some new guys on the floor. Irving brings the ball up court. And he'll head to the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Williams. Harkless. Williams. Rebound taken in by the Nets. Durant across the timeline. Looking to make something happen. Beyond the arc for 3. He's got it for 3.
And Ed, when you have 7-footers roaming the perimeter who shoot over 40% from the three-point line, why take twos?
All 5 can shoot it at any given time. That misses with 3 seconds left. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. It's been all Clippers so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Kevin Durant at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Williams. And scores. Strong take.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Durant lets it fly. Add 2 points to the board.
So deadly. Now look, part of that is God-given talent. But the other part is that ball speed combined with that handle. Oh, that's off the charts. But he always finds a way to slow himself down right before he goes into that shot.
He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
There's the toss. Had a chance, but it's no good. LA Clippers with the basketball. Williams. Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Doc Rivers making some changes to his lineup.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Beverly.
Watch that cutter.
To George. From long range. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Leonard. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Clippers have got it. Whoa, what a finish.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
Kevin Durant with the rock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Durant, tough matchup against George. 4-3. And it's Zubac with the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Strong finish for Paul George.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
To Paul George. For three, I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Leonard to George. Flushes it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Durant steps out and hits.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Easy path to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Durant. Tough shot. Well defended. Oh, ferocious slam inside. "17-footer at the buzzer." It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.